It was a night that shook the very foundations of the sporting world, a masterpiece of scoring that defied logic. There was no stat padding here. It was a raw, unfiltered pursuit of victory. The shock waves were so powerful, they even stole the headlines from the NFL Conference Championships. Even Jack Nicholson, the legendary Oscar winner and Lakers' most loyal fan, would later express deep regret for missing the one night Kobe Bryant decided to touch the heavens. To understand this peak, we must look back at the 2003 -04 season. The purple and gold empire looked invincible on paper, but beneath the surface, a storm was brewing. The friction between Kobe and Shaq reached a boiling point, and the Zen master, Phil Jackson, began to pull the strings. Seeking total control, Phil pushed the front office to trade Kobe, using the fallout from the Eagle, Colorado incident as leverage to solidify his own power within the organization. The collapse became official after a devastating 4-1 loss to the Pistons in the finals. Phil Jackson, frustrated by Kobe's independence, famously labeled him uncoachable in his book, Tearing into the Superstar. Hess' character, the Lakers' dynasty crumbled. Shaq was traded to Miami. Phil walked away, and for a moment it seemed the Kobe Bryant era in Los Angeles was destined to end in a cloud of bitter resentment and unfulfilled potential. But destiny had other plans. In the summer of 2005, Dr. Jerry Buss knew that to maximize Kobe's prime, he needed a mastermind. He brought Phil Jackson back to the sidelines. The reconciliation was subtle but profound. Kobe, maturing through the fire of criticism, took a new perspective. "Life is short," he famously said. "We can go around carrying baggage." It was time to stop fighting the teacher and start winning again. A new tactical understanding was born. Phil stopped trying to micromanage Kobe's scoring and instead gave him the ultimate green light. The results were terrifying for the rest of the league. Against the Mavericks, Kobe dropped 62 points in just 3 quarters. When Phil asked if he wanted to stay in for the fourth to break records, Kobe declined. He told Phil he'd have another chance when the team truly needed it. Kobe's hand remained scorching hot throughout January 2006. He was on a tear, averaging an incredible 41.6 points per game over a 9-game stretch. But even as the Lakers struggled with a 2-game losing streak, no one could have predicted what was coming on the 22nd of January. The Toronto Raptors arrived at the Staples Center, thinking it was just another Sunday night game. They were about to become the victims of history. The game started quietly at halftime. Kobe had a respectable 26 points, but the Lakers were trailing by 14. The Raptors' defense felt in control, but as the third quarter began, a switch flipped in Kobe's eyes. What followed was a humiliation of unprecedented proportions. Kobe began dismantling the Raptors' entire defensive scheme, scoring from every imaginable angle as the Staples Center crowd rose to its feet in a collective roar of disbelief. Kobe poured in 27 in the third and 28 in the fourth. Total 81 points. The newspaper headlines the next morning screamed across the globe: Kobe 81 sweeps America. The 62-point game against Dallas now felt like a mere warm-up. Phil Jackson's return didn't just fix a relationship. It unleashed the most lethal scoring version of Kobe Bryant the world would ever see. The student and the teacher had finally found their perfect golden harmony.